Alright. Alright, so here we are. Curse of Strahd Daybreak. Another week has gone by. I appreciate you guys showing up and not just playing more Baldur's Gate 3, so that's cool. Except for Tiernan, who decided that, I don't know, going to Gen Con was more important. Whatever. So, we left off with some pretty important decisions being made. And we also have a faxpiration question that we have to answer. Whew. All right, and the faxpiration question today is a meta question. If you could respec right now and be any allowable raw, so I guess anything from the world patch document, not restricted by the Curse of Strahd Daybreak Isekai restrictions, but if you could respec to be anything, what would it be and why? While you ruminate on that, does anybody want to give us a recap of what happened?
I roll go through.
Yeah, I see it. 17 from Darius, going once, going twice. Sold to Darius. What happened last week?
Okay. So last time on Curse of Strahd, we were still in the middle of our dinner with I don't know if we ever got his actual title. Is it Count? I think it's Count Strahd.
It's Baron.
Okay. Well, he's thinking of Count Dracula, so he's gonna say Count Strahd for this.
Oh, for sure, for sure.
With Count Strahd and his lovely 4 brides. I asked him if he would allow one of us to return home, and well, if he would allow us to return home, and he said that he would allow only one person, so he left it up for us to decide. How graceful. Shane asked if he can get his equipment back, and I believe Strahd said that he would give him something that was appropriate for him. And then he excused himself from dinner, seemingly done, and I guess he has some other stuff to do. The rest of the brides were gonna stay, but then Escher started talking, so they decided to leave. Poor guy. We talked with him for a little bit before we ended up going back to our quarters to rest. Trying to decide if we would even let one of us go back. We kind of thought that even if he did, we don't know if he would put us in the right place, meaning Seattle, or I guess Milwaukee for Shane. We could just be somewhere random on Earth, and also may not even be in the right time period. There's just too many questions about that for something that really could just be so simple. So we decided that we weren't going to go through with it. Then we started asking Shane and Daniel how they ended up coming to Barovia and a little bit more details of how they got thrown into the jail underneath the castle. And then we started talking more about maybe there's some other ways that we would be able to get back. Something about there being a tower that belonged to a wizard, not the wizard that thought his master is. But yeah, mostly just tried to take our mind off of that dinner that we somehow survived for the most part. In the morning when we woke up, we asked for a ride back to Vallaki, and the Lord was graceful enough to give us Rahadin back. Yay. So we split up in our 2 carriages, and we rode the 12 hours back to Vallaki, half of us being split in the non-screaming Voices of the Dead carriage, and us being in the one that had them. When we made it back, I think it was like evening time in Vallaki. We went to the inn because it was late, so we decided to get some rest. We filled in the Mardikovs, or Erwin and Danica specifically, of what had gone down, both with the winery and then also the castle visit. They filled us in on some of the things that were going around town. And then Carl Wachter showed up, and I guess him and Shane are friends. Weirdly enough,
We prefer boys.
I think they would call them bros. And they ended up having a night on the town. And I think Shane, who was also Shane and Carl, they went to have a night on the town. Daniel, who was also locked out for quite some time, decided to go out on the town as well. The rest of us just went to sleep because that was busy enough as it was. And now we're in the morning of the next day.
Okay. Yeah. Do you want demon inspiration or you want faxpiration?
I'll take DM.
DM. Okay. All right. Is anybody interested in answering the faxpiration question? If you are, go ahead and roll a d20 into the chat. All right. Darius with a 5. Oh. All right. Daniel coming in with an 11. 11 going once, going twice. All right. Sold to Daniel Harwood for 11.
All right. Well, this sounds like the easiest question we've had so far. It would very much be a cleric, for obvious reasons. Survivability, plus character has medical training, so it seems like a logical step.
Okay.
Not necessarily like a nice cleric. I mean, there are clerics who aren't nice.
Oh yeah, for sure. All right. Sounds good to me. You may ask the same question of any NPC you've met previously in the campaign.
All right, I'm gonna go with ones I've met. I'm gonna ask about our boy Brahm here. What would he be? In another
Man.
life?
Well, Brahm would be a Hexadin, for sure. Yeah. Because he wants to drop that big dick damage. He looks around to make sure his mom didn't hear him say that. But he wants to drop that big dick damage. And there ain't nothing cooler than having basically all of the abilities in the game. And it's completely balanced in raw, so works out pretty well. Also, you still get charisma as one of your main stats, which is the most powerful stat in the 5th Age of Magic.
That boy oozes energy, charisma energy.
So that would be his play. He would definitely be a Hexadin.
So. I know most Hexadins don't actually explain it, but who would his patron be?
Oh man, who would his patron be? So without too many spoilers for the game, he would try to find a being that wants the restoration of Barovia, and then he would swear his service to them.
Interesting.
If there is such a being, but yeah. Yeah. Short of that, he would pull a 5th Age of Magic. You can't tell me what to do. Players get to make all the rules decision, and he would tell his DM that he was agnostic, and his own patron.
See, that's the bullshit I'm thinking of.
Yeah. He would say that his patron is his own determination and confidence, and also the source of his oath. Yep. And if you guys think I'm joking, just go onto Reddit for 10 minutes. Anyways, all right. So let us play some Dungeons and Dragons.
So you're a bullshit artist.
I mean, that's right there. All right. So, what now, y'all? What now?
So it is morning, and Daniel and I just came back, basically, and everyone's all together now, right?
Yes.
I believe the plan is to go. Some of us are going to go visit Lady Fiona to
Mhm.
deliver the package that Asher gave to us, and maybe do some other schmoozing. While some others are going to go investigate the wagon that's been compounded by the walkers that belong to the drunk guy.
Oh yes. Okay. All right. All that sounds good. Okay. Oh, I don't think I answered it in chat because I didn't have time to go into the game and measure, but I measured this morning. Someone asked, "What if we want to use a boat, but we just want to hug the coast?" So if you sail straight across the lake, 10 miles, 6 on the lake, 4 on the river. If you go east along the coastline, it's 30 miles and then 4 miles upriver. And if you go to the west, it is 23 coastal miles and then 4 up the river. So there's your answer for that. All right. So in the town, which group is going where? We'll do Wagner on the left and we'll do Wagon on the right. So split yourselves up. Tell me where you're going. I would assume that Tiernan would. See, I don't know. Tiernan's not here. I will say that meta, if you're doing an investigation, boy got like a 29 passive perception now. He don't want to die. Not the highest perception I've ever seen on a player character, but pretty damn good. He would be very useful in the investigation, though he doesn't, I think, have a very good investigation, but he might notice some stuff. But he's also got an in with Wagner because he is treating her daughter. So, and Irene's going to go wherever he goes. So you guys make a decision. Where do you want Tiernan to go?
So what they are doing, I feel Tiernan should come with like Darius and Anna.
Okay. Darius and Anna going to Wagner? Is that?
And
Yeah.
Tiernan, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, the
All
upstanding morale brigade over here on the right. We're gonna find
All right.
Carl. to make
So, where do you guys want Izzy to go? Also with them? Maybe Mackenzie goes to help with investigating the carriage, and Izzy goes with you guys to Wagner? Or do you want Izzy and Mackenzie to go help out with the wagon? Before people are like, Izzy's blind. How can she help us investigate a wagon? Shut the fuck up.
It's like a daily reminder.
I'll leave Mackenzie up to Darius, but I think Izzy should come with Anna and Darius and Tiernan.
Oh, okay. All right.
I'll as player, Mackenzie can go with the guys to look for the wagon.
All right. Wait. It's just these two dudes and Mackenzie.
We're looking for Carl too, so it's even worse.
Oh, well, no, then fuck that.
Man. All right.
The second you mention Carl's, he's like, nope.
Couldn't stay away, huh, babe?
Oh my god.
Mm.
She just kind of turns 180 on her heel and walks back to the Wagner group.
Right in the
All
morning.
right.
You just had to start in the morning.
Now, I know that you said some art for Carl. I did have a chance to get set up. I had lots of stuff going on, but it's good art, and I'll definitely get it in there if Carl lives.
It doesn't need to be there until
yeah.
something happens.
Oh, it'll be his glow up
Yeah.
art. Okay, I got you. Okay. Alrighty. So, which group do you want to do first? Do you want to go wagon investigating, or do you want to go Wagner diplomacy?
Well, we're going to set up, I think, this mind lake first that Daniel can do.
Oh yeah,
Oh.
he's gonna go testing, and
Whose head are you?
Right. This isn't like a full network, right? This is a one-person deal, or
actually it's up to 3, and I rolled an 8 on my roll, so up to 3 and
For 8
last 8
hours.
hours and
nice.
one mile range.
Okay. So who are you
Nice.
gonna link up with?
Let's see. Questions. Let's see, probably Darius. Yeah, Darius, Anna, and Shane.
Okay. We should probably make a status effect for it. So give me a second. Let's see.
So he's probably like testing.
Oof. Oof. In your head too. That's the worst.
Man, that's really intrusive.
I
All right. How do you
can hear
guys
you.
react to this after everything you've seen and heard? Is this kind of just like you just fucking rolling with it at this point, or?
We fought zombies, vampires, werewolves, and now we
Yeah.
have a psychic kid in our group. It's just one new
And it-
thing added to the day.
And the
Okay.
second they respond back, he's like, "Holy shit, you can read my mind."
You're
And
the
that thinks
one
it's
who.
cool.
Because meta, he's never used it before.
Right. Okay. Okay. All right. So let me see. Does anybody still have a cell phone on them?
What'd you say?
Darius and Mackenzie both do. Darius is at low power. I don't think Mackenzie has used hers.
Okay. Let me see. I was just trying to get the icon. I was going to use the cell phone symbol as the icon here, but.
Oh.
You're trying to tell me that.
Oh, smartphone's in the item tab.
Oh, I called it smartphone. All right, brain mush. Sorry. Let's
Okay.
see. Boop, boop. Okay. Boop. And we're gonna put this in there. Psychic whispers. Do I need to sum up? Yeah, maybe. So you don't have to post it all the time. You and the creature don't need to speak a language to understand each other. That's really nice. The first time you use this power, blah blah blah. So we'll say within 1 mile. There we go. All right. So we'll do that and save. All right. So you are the hub. So that would be. Let me see. Oh my God. There. So you've got it. And then who are the 3 that you gave it to? One more time.
Everyone but Tyrion,
Anna.
it sounds like.
All
Those are
right.
the three
Anna,
people.
Darius, and Shane. Okay. All right. Cool. All right. Then, with that settled, I'm sorry. Where are we going first? Walkner or carriage? I don't think we actually said because you were doing the second thing.
We can. I guess we can do walk there.
Okay. So let me grab you guys. Take you over to Walkner. All right, so Wagner's a very busy woman now, blah, 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 but you guys just dined with Strahd, so we'll, we'll skip the formalities, as it were, and just get you guys in there. So let me clear out all these dead people. There we go. And paste you in. All right. And take you over there. All right, and let's see. We'll assume that you show up for, well, I guess breakfast will be over, and it wouldn't be lunch yet by the time you get there, unless they do an early lunch. All right, so Walker would say if we assume that you got there around 10:45, maybe she would say, are you hungry? Would you like an early lunch?
No, thank you, Lady Fiona.
Okay. She motions that you guys to sit down then.
We have just finished returning from Castle Ravenloft to a successful meeting with the Baron. And we have been asked, or you asked us to return once that meeting occurred, and we have brought you something that one of Master Escher's hobbies, I believe, wanted you to have them. And she puts the papers on the table.
Oh wow. Okay. Did you open and read the
No.
envelope? Oh wow. Okay. So she inspects the big envelope and, tests it for weight. She looks at it, scrutinizing. She sees the seal is still intact. I'm gonna give her an investigation real quick. She seems pleased with whatever she is seeing there, and she says, "Thank you. How kind of you. I'll certainly take time to look at this later."
Well, the Baron is a very interesting man, not quite at all what was expected. The castle itself was very opulent, like it was expected, and we now appear to be allied in a manner. She looks over to Darius for some affirmation, I hope.
He didn't say anything. He just kind of crosses his arm, but then just gives a slight nod.
And regardless, now our business, I believe, will take us north. We're going to take care of something personal that's been afflicting us for some time.
North? There's nothing north but savages.
Yes, there is. And she'll just kind of leave it at that.
What we were hoping for were some supplies, and we heard that the old man at the tavern had some in a wagon.
It was rather strange what was discovered in his wagon. Not at all what a old drunkard would have, but there were rumors that he was independently wealthy. Rumor had it that he rode in on a wagon alone through the mist, though none could pull from him the story of his origin or homeland. However, my man Ernst said that he was a very nosy old fellow who played at being drunk rather well. I have no doubt that he was seeking information, but for what purpose is still unknown. However, in his wagon was a sizable amount of coin, and apparently where he was storing some sort of golem.
We heard it ran amok on the town during
Indeed.
that night.
Yes. It made quite a show. A final stand before the admonishments of the Dark Lord. I believe it was successfully disabled, though I don't know its location now, nor do I know the location of Old Man Richard. Though I should pay handsomely if he were to be found and returned alive, so that we could pry from his tight lips the information we seek.
We will keep our eyes out for him.
While you're keeping your eyes out for Old Man Richard, I don't even think I need to tell you how valuable the capture or defeat of Strahd would be to me.
Dead or alive.
Alive would certainly be more valuable, but dead, I would need proof. I would want the man's head and heart, and his arm, if you could manage it. Irenia looks visibly sickened at the idea of dismembering Izek and bringing him. Tiernan, who we all know is a stan for Izek, just has a stern look on his face, kind of like this. Like a kind of concerned, stern look.
Tiernan understands this game, come on.
Yeah, but Tiernan has said numerous times how much he likes Izek. Yeah,
right,
yeah,
I get that.
yeah. Lady Walkner says, but think I've gotten off track. You want me to fund your mysterious personal expedition to the north?
Not fund, just if you'd be willing to part with anything that was in that wagon, that would be useful to us.
It's so you would
Same.
like me to take my money and give it to you? That sounds like I'm funding your expedition. Is that not what you're asking me to do? Is not the money seized by the legal ruler of Vallaki the property of the legal ruler of Vallaki?
I think that was the part that I was confused about. I didn't
To
realize that you had...
to phrase it, are you Richard's next of kin, Mr. King?
No.
Then what claim do you have to the old man's property?
Lady Fiona, we had been told that no one had been able to get into the wagon, and you have told us otherwise. So we had thought to perhaps offer an attempt to get it open for you.
I see. I see. Yes, well, I am not without my own talents. And when she says that, she rolls an intimidation check. She gets a 17, so you guys could take that however you want. Like, because obviously NPCs can't use social skills to directly impact you, but she mentions that she has her own, talents.
I am
Whatever.
proficient in intimidation, however, my charisma is abysmal. So, I don't know if...
Well, I like to do opposed intimidations because it's like, bully versus bully, like who considers themselves the toughest. So if you feel like you wouldn't be intimidated by her, that's fine. I'm just throwing it out there that
Okay.
she did try to intimidate you guys with that statement.
Yeah, I don't think he would be bullied by her, but he gets her meeting. Game recognized game.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Well, in that case,
yeah.
Was there anything that she asked of us? She had asked us to return once we had finished with the castle.
Mm-hmm.
Is there anything that she requires of us besides headhunting?
Oh yes. So now that you're back and you bring that up, she says, yes, there's so many moving parts now as we try to usher in a new age of prosperity to this failing realm. I've already asked much of you to track down these two fugitives, and it seems that request would be in line with whatever mysterious activities you intend to undertake in the north. I am a busy woman with much burden on her shoulders, and I could use talented and powerful allies such as yourselves to help me restore order to this realm. I can very much handle what transpires within the walls of Vallaki. It is the world without that is a problem. You have heard of the death of the burgomaster of Barovia Valley.
Indeed.
And Irenia just kind of like grits her teeth, grinds her teeth a little bit, but, keeps it together. And she says, yes, well, Ismark Kolyanovich is now the acting burgomaster. I understand that he is known as the Lesser by the people of the town. I worry that he will not be able to maintain order, as there is another in the town who goes by the name of Bildrath, I believe, who has raised stalwart support against Ismark's claim to the title of burgomaster. Right now, the community is struggling, to put it mildly. I don't know what I can do to help them. I intend to send as much aid as I can afford, but I worry that it will be ill spent if the community destroys itself with internal conflict.
How are disputes like that normally dealt with in Barovia?
Well, technically, the positions of leadership are never absolutely held by bloodline. They can be appointed by Lord Strahd, or one of his lieutenants out in the field, as it were. Barovia Valley is managed by the bride known as Anastasia. She can be a bit unpredictable and self-indulgent. I worry that she will allow the town to continue to struggle and will revel in its self-destruction.
I think she was the redhead at the dinner.
Yes.
We could certainly look into it after our affairs up north have been completed.
Now, you are headed north. Kresik is northwest of us. They refuse communications. Their gates are locked, and their attitudes as cold as the weather. I intend to soften up their resolve if needed, but you have a way with people that might be very beneficial to their continued prosperity and independence.
Indeed. I had thought of perhaps offering to go on behalf of Vallaki to see if maybe an arrangement could be made.
Why, Miss Anderson, that is a tremendous idea. Though I fear that north, west, and east are all very different directions, and time is of the essence.
I understand. But our personal matter takes priority, unfortunately.
Oh man, when you say that, her jaw tightens a bit, and she says, of course. It is important to watch out for oneself. How else can you help others if you are not keeping yourself in a good state of mind and body?
He stares right back at her and says, yes, indeed. And I also have others to keep mind of as well.
Yes, well. And she looks at Tiernan and says, the abbot at the Abbey of St. Markovia is north of Kresik. I know that you have personal connections to the Valley of Barovia. I was hesitant to bring up their state, but I felt it was the right thing to do, given that the Rose of the Valley was in attendance. I would make it worth your while to prioritize our efforts in Kresik over everything else, including your personal matters. But if you must attend those first, please consider our efforts in Kresik your second highest priority.
If we were to go to Kresik immediately after, would that satisfy you?
Deeply.
I have another idea that Tiernan has been involved with that maybe you'd like to hear about regarding your daughter.
Certainly, but I assume he kept the matter private of her condition.
I know she is afflicted by something. I do not know what. He has mentioned that perhaps the abbot of Kresik could help her.
Yes.
Would you allow us to take her to the abbot?
Only if you promise to go there directly. I would not have my girl in her condition traveling in the wilds of the north. What is this matter that vexes you so? If I could but know the details, I could be of service to you to perhaps alleviate it, therefore freeing you up to more important matters. It sounds like you are hard on coin. Do you seek the fabled remnants of the wizard's corpse that is alleged to be on the north shores of the lake?
Hannah shoots a glance to Darius, sends a help message to Daniel.
Remember, this lady has a spy master in her employ.
Yeah.
Her
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
Yeah.
Do you guys want me to lie? Or you want me to tell the truth?
Fuck it. Darius will tell the truth. He can't
Oh,
lie for
man.
shit. He can't lie for shit anyway.
I've been playing so much Baldur's Gate. I was like, just ask Stream.
That's the stream. What their votes are. Why is the last option take this wine ball and smash it over her head?
Yeah, there's always violence is always an option. Violence is always an option. A little kid's like, "Have you seen my cat?" And like the fifth option is punch child in throat. Yeah,
And then
like,
kick him in
okay.
the stomach.
Yeah.
Darius will just kind of stand up and pull over his shirt and kind of reveal like the bite mark that I assume is still kind of there.
Oh yeah.
Werewolves.
She lets out a low cougar-like growl of appreciation of your physique. Yeah, I mean her husband's very sick, so you probably don't get too much action. And she says, I see. And you have decided that lycanthropy is not the right move.
I mean, unless you want a bunch of werewolves running around Vallaki tearing shit up.
I mean, werewolves allied with me, of sufficient power and strength of character to manage their curse, would be delightful. Do you not seek power, Mr. King?
I don't feel like losing my mind over it.
Well, it is good to know one's limits.
I'd like to keep my mind if I'm gonna be in the middle of a scrap. So, there's werewolves and some other things that we need to get ourselves out there.
I will be honest, I don't know the cure for lycanthropy, but I do keep a fair amount of wolfsbane in the house. Mostly we sprinkle it into food. It has a very adverse effect on those afflicted. A good way of stuffing out who's who without wasting silver.
Your offer's appreciated, but I think we know there's some wolfsbane up there, as well as some other things. So, 2 birds, 1 stone.
I see. She does seem particularly vexed that she has, offered help, and you're like, eh. She says, if you are suggesting the abbot of the abbey can cure my daughter's affliction, could he not, were legends true, cure your afflictions as well? If he is such a miracle maker.
You do have a good point.
Though, given the proximity to the full moon, I don't know if I would want my daughter to travel with you if you feel the condition is outside of your control.
We wouldn't want to put your daughter in harm's way.
Interesting.
You've already lost one of your children. I don't think you should lose any more.
Ooh, yeah, when you say that, she kind of winces a bit.
He does try to say that as sympathetically as possible.
Yeah. And she says, I took out my aggressions on the burgomaster's family, but their screams did nothing to soothe the pain in my heart from his loss. More blood must be paid. Please remember, Strahd, bring him to me alive, and I shall award you a fortune and my eternal gratitude. Bring him to me dead. Gratitude less eternal, fortune diminished.
We'll keep that in mind.
All right. Do you have anything else for her? She seems to be in a mood now.
I got nothing else for her.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm in a mood too. We're done.
Oh, okay. All right, so we will head over to the Arasek Stockyard, which, as we've established, does not have a battle map, much to my eternal chagrin.
We were trying to find Carl first, if that makes a difference.
Yeah, I assumed you picked up Carl.
Picked him up,
so.
perfect.
Yeah, you all went over to the house, and then you're like, "Can Carl come out to play?" And then
Yeah.
Carl went out to play, and then they had a meeting with Carl's mom. So, all right.
Shane didn't get a chance to say hi to Lady W or W.
Yeah, I guess you could like shout from the doorway, you know, like
I'm
you
sure
know.
she
yeah.
loves him.
Yeah.
Hi, Mrs.
So,
W.
oh, yeah. Carl says, oh, thanks. It was a pretty crazy night last night.
Oh man, but what a time, right?
Oh, hey, Daniel. It's good to see you
Hey.
again. It was crazy last night, yeah? Apparently,
Yes, it
Daniel,
was.
while you were out carousing, you teamed up with these two, so.
Huh.
Yeah. He says, well, let's go around town and see what's what.
Well, actually, we heard your mom found some pretty cool shit.
Hmm?
Some sort of wagon or something.
Oh, well, yeah, there was a wagon. Nobody could get into it at first, but she went down there with her man. I can never remember the guy's name. Larks.
Has Shane met has Shane met Ernst before?
Ernst. Probably seen him around town. You could tell that Carl is still pretty hungover. Like he went pretty hard last night. You do now have a snippet where you remember Carl just breaking down about the death of his brother, and then the fate of his sister. You're not 100% sure what he was talking about, Shane and Daniel, but while he was blubbering about the death of his brother, who was a real stand-up guy, like he, like all the women that he got pregnant, he gave them a lot of Electrum to take care of those bastard kids. Like he was he was a good guy, right? He always did right by people. But then he says something about it. Sometimes it feels like my family's cursed. My sister thinks she's a fucking cat. You ever had your sister show you her butthole? And then he just sobbed uncontrollably. And like you guys are like, oh, you know how sometimes when you have a blackout from being drunk, you like get snippets of it later. I don't want to call anybody out, especially not myself. I'm in control of my problem. Anyways,
Shane will totally not manipulate his buddy and
okay.
say,
Remember, you're playing
there's stuff
Shane,
in
not
there.
Ayla.
Yeah. That Shane says, there's some good stuff in there. Maybe we can find something to avenge Nikolai with.
Oh, he says, yeah, okay. I think my mom And Ernst, yeah, my bad. I think my mom and Ernst went down there to check it out themselves personal, like, early this morning.
Let's go, brother. And he like clasps him on the back of the neck and says, "I think we're all each other's got now."
Oh, damn. All right, give me a persuasion check.
Oh, okay. not my strongest suit. I'm going to use a DM inspo to get advantage on this.
All right, so what I am doing, by the way, is for Ernst and Wagner, I am treating it as they went there and they did wisdom checks, examined the lock, did all that stuff. Whatever they succeeded on, they, obviously is not there. If there is anything that they didn't discover, you guys do have a chance to discover it. But, early bird gets the worm and all that jazz. So let's see. Let me roll these checks real quick. All right, so with your persuasion check,
Was it an advantage if that helps?
Yeah, with your persuasion check, he says his mood kind of drops a little bit, and he says, yeah, we can go check it out, bro. It's fine. But you could tell that you didn't really lift him up or make him excited about it. He's more doing it because he doesn't have anything else to do, because you do know that Carl has no job. He just is a playboy. So, all right. So the three of you arrive, and since you have Carl with you, you are given access to the wagon. The wagon seems somewhat nondescript at first. It's got big ass wheels in the back and little wheels in the front, which is kind of cute. And there are windows at the very back, but the windows do have shutters on them, which is interesting. And you can see that at one point this thing was locked up pretty tight. It was locked up pretty tight. And it also kind of looks like it was like a circus wagon at some point. Because on the side, in that weird wormy text that sort of arranges itself into English, it says something about a carnival on the side. And so as you're looking at it, you do see that the back door that would like kind of open up, that has those sort of shuttered windows, it had a very complex set of like chains and locks to keep it shut that are now disabled. And the guard on duty, seeing that Carl's there, says, "Oi, your mom was here this morning. Really incredible work there. She and that lank fella managed to. Well, I don't know. They had me leave the room, and then well, the room being the courtyard here. Anyways, they said they needed some privacy. I heard a loud, kind of like boom type sound, and then anyways, I came running, even though they told me to stay out, and when I did, they had it opened. But damn near if that boom I heard, it was like a giant pounding his fist. I imagine it could have been audible from as far away as 300 feet. So, yeah. Anyways, they started pawing through, trying to lift things up, check underneath, checking around. Did she send you with these folks here to check it out?
He kind of nudges Carl a little bit.
All right. So yeah. Anyways, that's the extra wagon in question.
Oh, it's a big wagon.
Yeah.
Yeah, Lady W wanted us to see what everything was about, being
Yeah.
Carl's manservants and all.
Yeah,
Oh.
Daniel. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Daniel add in second set of eyes.
Oh, that. Oh, she's a smart lady. She's very smart. All right. Yep. That. All that sounds completely legitimate to me. And the guard just motions that you can access the wagon.
I'll look to Carl. You don't mind, do you?
And the guard says, "But I can't imagine you're going to find anything else. They found a secret compartment, and it was full of the weirdest things. I'm sure they've already told you about them, though, so I don't need to tell you how weird and marvelous they were."
Although we would like to double check the inventory, just to be sure.
Oh, you. Well, all right. So he says. So, it turns out that underneath the seat of the wagon was a hidden compartment. It was incredible. That Ernst Lenart guy, he just knocked on things, and then he heard like a hollow sound that he wasn't expecting, and he lifted up the seat, right? But he couldn't because there was something in place, and they had to. Anyways, when he was done, he lifted up the seat, and it was just a veritable treasure trove of monster hunter equipment. Yeah. There was an artist's drawing of the Dark Lord. There was 6 gemstones, roughly worth 100 gold pieces each. That's 200 electrum. There was a small prayer book. There was a healer's kit. There were some holy symbols, but I can't rightly say I've ever seen what gods they served. There was a silvered short sword. There was well, it's hard to describe. Just some weird things. There was garlic and salts and kind of priestly things in there. Yeah. Very
Well,
strange.
That all checks out with our inventory list. Thank you. That's good. But what it doesn't mention is the ultimate location of where Lady Voctor moved these all to. That seems to be missing.
Oh, yeah. She had everything taken back to her manor house.
Ah, that makes sense. Of course, I'll correct my notes. Thank you.
Well, anyways, have a look. See if you can find anything else.
Yes, Daniel. Don't you think our friends would like to know the location of where things ended up? Perhaps we tell them as soon as we can.
At which point Daniel will say in his head, "Ah, shit! Looks like we missed the sale. Everything's already moved to the manor."
Shane goes, "Oh right, I can talk to you in your head." Like in his. I mean, he says that mentally though. Like.
Okay, so you pass that along to the other 2 people that are at the Walkner house. I would say you guys get that probably towards the middle or end of the conversation you were having.
Okay.
With her, yeah.
I think that was probably about the time when I brought up about that.
That might be towards the end, actually, because they had to walk across town and then bullshit this guard. So yeah, it'd probably be towards, because you guys all went to the house together. So yeah, you'd be getting this right as you guys are getting up to leave. You would get this message, I think.
Gotta use the restroom.
So what you do with that information is up to you, but it sounds like she found. You heard what she found. So
a lot of stuff she found.
Yeah.
And mentally, he'll say to Daniel, "Do you want to check the inside just in case while I talk to Carl?"
He'll give him a bro nod.
Mm-mm.
Go check it out.
So
Okay.
Carl, I know things haven't been easy for you, but I meant what I said about finding out what happened to Nikolai, and you are right now my only friend. Why don't you come with us? We're going to leave town for a little bit. Take care of a personal errand up north, but I think it might take your mind off of things, and we could share stories of your brother together.
Oh wow, he says, "Whoa, you want me to leave town? Go outside into the wilds?"
You are Carl Wachter, the scion, the heir of Vallaki. It would be well for the people to see you as the hero you can be. Besides, you and I could show these people like they need help. I mean, you saw them. Plus, a couple of good-looking birds in there, right?
Okay, so this is going to be a pretty high DC.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, because at his heart, Carl Walker is a soft boy and a coward. So he definitely does not want to go out. he knows how dangerous it is out there. He doesn't want to go out to fucking Barovia.
You'll have your boy Shane to protect you. Come on.
I mean, you can say all the words you want, or give me a fucking persuasion check. That's what I want to see. That's what I want to see.
Me playing charisma characters that have low
Yeah.
charisma. All right, I'm gonna use another DM inspo.
Fine.
Down to one after this, because Ayla never used any of them. Here we go. Oh, did that not roll anything? Let me try again.
Oh, there it goes. Okay, so he looks like he's thinking about it, but he just can't bear the idea of leaving all the comforts and,
Do you want to be under your mother's thumb forever?
I mean, he says,
Do you want to be remembered as the other son?
damn, dude. On that, his face sours, and he says, "Hey, man, I think we're done here." And he starts to walk away.
Carl, come on, man.
He throws a hand up in the air, like dismissively, and just shoulders through the crowd.
I'll just say to Daniel, completely out loud, just fucked up.
Yeah, Twitch will respond, no shit, I could hear that from here.
Yes,
From inside the wagon.
maybe pushed a little hard.
It's just
So inside the wagon, Daniel, give me an investigation. I'm assuming you're going full on. You're looking for anything at this point, especially after hearing that there were secret compartments.
he's gonna.
So I will give you advantage to this investigation.
All right.
Okay, so you do in fact find the hidden compartment under the seat, which is interesting in and of itself. Let's see. Just trying to see if there was anything that they might have missed. It looks like they really kind of went hard cleaning this thing out. You are in now the back or the inside of the wagon, kind of looking around. And you think that you see some kind of scratches, some like scrawlings in the wood. You're not totally sure what they are, but you do think that they might be some form of thieves' cant. So as you sort of stare them down a bit and try to figure that out, hold on just a sec. Okay. All right. Yeah. as you're staring them down, you do see that there is some symbolism here in Thieves' Cant, and you think it is referring to a tower is what it mentions. If you kind of like decipher like what the Thieves' Cant is saying, that it is a lake tower is what you kind of pull from it. Now,
good enough.
you
Okay.
get the sense that if he were to leave this here, it wouldn't be for himself. It would be obviously for someone else to find. Who that someone else is, you don't know. Why, you don't know. But you do know that if you were able to do this, it's possible that Walkner and Larnak might have found this as well. And if they are in the profession, which you're pretty sure Ernst Larnak is in the profession, they would have also gathered the meaning of Lake Tower.
All right, good enough.
Okay.
Shane will say to Daniel, hey, please let the others know to stop Carl. Yeah, I don't think we're quite done with him just yet. Let him know I may have pushed too far.
All right, yep, he'll telegraph back. Carl needs a blanket.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe a hug.
I like that because this isn't a network, everything has to be funneled through Daniel. Daniel has complete control over the telephone game interpretation. Okay. So, unless you have further investigations there or further things you want to do with the house, I assume that you guys would meet back either at the inn or at maybe town square or some area in the town that you have come to favor.
The inn.
Yeah, Shane would go to the inn too with Daniel.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right.
Hopefully Carl's there getting drunk.
Okay. So I'll take you guys back to the inn, and you guys can figure out what to do now.
On the way from the stockyards to the inn, is there like a little flower cellar or something, like, a little urchin or something?
I mean, probably, yeah. There's certainly a lot of people that, I mean, Erisix Stockyard is in the market district, so yeah, there would definitely be people selling flowers between where you are and where you want to be.
Daniel, do you have any coin on you?
No, he just gives
Yeah,
him
we
like
literally had to have
what
a time between
what
us.
what the fuck look.
He knows Daniel's a thief. He goes, give me one of those. Mentally, as he kind of nods toward the little basket of flowers.
It seems. He's like, well, all right.
He goes, you know what? Not worth it. Never mind. It's got to be cheap. They got money.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, I'm not going to risk Daniel going to the stockyards.
Well, you do notice that the entire time he has been like hobbling because they did break his legs in jail.
Yeah.
So like, yeah, being sneaky, he knows how, but he's out of practice.
You know what you could do is maybe hold out a cup and put a hood over your face and play up that lip a little.
Begging seems a little too on the nose there.
Well, it's literally free money.
Yeah. No, man, I ain't begging, yo.
All right, I wouldn't either. Begging's for pussies.
Right.
No. Hurry it up, Gimpy.
Still beat you in an ass kicking contest.
Yeah.
He says in his head. also hears.
All right. So, you guys arrive at the inn. You look around, but there is no Carl there. There are people that are at this point in the day coming in for lunch, essentially. So, you guys, thanks to your psychic connection, kind of already have a sense of what is going on. But I guess you guys catch each other up.
Correct.
Yeah.
All right.
I guess
So,
we're going.
what
Are we going to
now?
be heading north?
I guess that wagon was a damn bust. Ain't nothing but a note about the lake house.
Fiona's getting very pushy with what she wants.
Well, Lake Tower, not Lake House. But
It's got to be that tower on Baratok then. That somehow was mentioned. I forget how, but we talked about it last time.
Well, we declined her offer of help, so we still have to go north, unfortunately.
Well, then I think that's the plan.
Okay. I'd prefer not to be a werewolf. And unless there's any other ideas, I guess we're going to continue with what we had intended last time, which is go down to the fishing village and try to go across the lake.
okay, is that the intent? I'll take you down to the fishing village if you want to head out now. It's 11 o'clock in the morning.
I think that's it.
Okay.
Darius and Tiernan, speak up. Oh, no, nothing? Okay.
All right. Let's see. All right. Grab you guys, take you over to the fishing village. Let's see.
Along the way, Shane will try to chat up Mackenzie.
Oh, okay. Give me a persuasion check.
Oh, I mean, I'll do it real time. If you...
We gotta get moving. We gotta get moving. We got stuff to do.
Okay. Straight up roll.
Listen. As a fellow high charisma person in real life, I know that you want to use your real charisma on me, but you made a character that is not charismatic, and you must live with those consequences. So no amount of Gibby schmoozing is going to change anything about the game. I need you to understand that. We got some guys that can swim 5K across a lake and bench press 300 pounds, but if they play a weak character, they don't get to say I strong in real life. You know what I'm saying? It's the same idea. All right. Put you guys over here at the lake, as it were. Anyways, your attempt to persuade her is not terrible. She playfully banters back, rather than just tell you to go fuck yourself. So you figure that you did pretty good. But overall, she she just kind of is being polite to you and sort of indulging your behavior, but not overly indulging it. All
Yeah,
right.
I'll take that as a win.
Yeah. So let's see. All right. So you guys arrive at the well. Let me see if you get killed on the way there. Hold on. No. All right. So an hour later, you arrive at noon. Here we go. And you are at that's the overview. There we go. Go here. And got any good fishing village music? It's just ambience. That's fine. All right. All right, so you guys make it to the fishing village. It is noon, so people are definitely taking advantage of the quote-unquote daylight. and they are trying to get as much fishing in as possible. So almost all of the boats are actually out on the lake right now. There are people on the shores that are in the, the business of repairing ships and repairing nets and making nets and supplies and catching bait and things like that. But you do see out on the water are many boats that are, working hard and getting it done. So, I guess you would approach anybody who is available, and you find a middle-aged woman. She is currently weaving a fishing net. She looks up at you guys as you approach. It is only a light misting of rain right now, but the fog and mist kind of coming off the lake makes the shapes of the boats out on the water seem somehow ominous. Beyond, you see the massive northern mountains, your destination. The woman turns to all of you and says, what are you doing here? I think I remember your faces, some of you. You saved the girl, the little Vistana girl who was here.
Indeed, that is us. We are the Walking Dead.
That is wonderful. Why have you come here? You'll need fish.
We seek a way across the lake. Do you know of anyone that has a boat available?
Why would you invite such sorrow for yourselves? You outsiders, you push and you push until you have pushed too far.
Do you know any one woman?
Oh man. Alright, give me an intimidation.
Anna is fed up with this shit.
I'm having a day.
I'm sorry, things just don't go your way, Princess Anna. Jeez. Maybe you gotta get more organized. The old woman narrows her eyes and says, bully, huh? Well, I'd gladly send you across the lake myself if I could. There's none foolish enough to travel the lake. But if you had a boat, you'd be welcome to try.
Thank you for your time.
Hmm?
And she will report that back to everyone. Says there's no lake or no boats available. Should we start walking?
I mean, she
There's
didn't say
hope.
there wasn't. She didn't say there wasn't a boat. She just said that there wasn't anybody that would want to take you. I mean, she's one lady, so.
Darius will ask around if there's anyone willing to go out into the lake, across the lake.
Didn't. Oh, well, this would.
Also, one other thing. I wanted to stop by in town, and sorry, I was AFK for the phone call. I was wanting to see if they had a miner's pick in town.
Yeah. You'd be able to buy a miner's pick.
Okay.
Yep.
It's like, can't remember how much it costs.
Pretty affordable. Let me see.
It's 2 gold.
That sounds right. Pick miners, 2 gold, 10 pounds. Yep.
All right. For some reason it says I have 102 electrum, so I'll take from that.
Did you kill someone else?
Erwin gave it to you.
Damn.
So yeah, I'll buy a miner's pick.
Okay. So as you ask around, you do find out that there is a guy. There's a guy that goes by the name of Igor. And Igor, it is said, is selling a boat. That's kind of like the best lead that you have. That Igor is selling a boat. He has sworn off of the lake and intends to retire from fishing, but he does have a pretty nice boat. It is known as the Siren's Call.
Sounds like the best lead we got.
All right.
Yeah.
So you follow the lead, and you do see that there is, in fact, a rather fine fishing boat. It's almost 20 feet wide and about 60 feet long, 40 to 60-ish. Hard to tell with the boat. It has the capacity for rowing and for sailing, as it has 2 oars and also a single mast and sail. A fine vessel, to be sure. Anna, you imagine, having never bought a boat before, that this is the finest boat maybe that you've ever seen, outside of like a picture. It can't possibly be affordable on your guys' budget? Question mark? Maybe. But as you look around, you see what looks like a corpse laying on the deck of the ship, just kind of sprawled out in what passes for the afternoon sun.
Shit.
It is sallow, seems to be kind of darker skin that seems to be somehow pallid and almost yellowish at the same time. However, Tiernan, with his 29 passive and medical training, knows that this is actually a person, and they are alive. They're just taking a nap. This is the person.
She would say something and try to wake him up without touching him first.
Okay. Yeah. You don't live that long in Barovia with being too sloppy. So as you kind of call out, the person rouses, and they look around and say, "Hey, who's there? What do you want? Oh,
We're,
are
we
you
are the-
bandits?"
Would bandits try to wake you up first without just taking from you?
Polite bandits, maybe.
We seek passage across the lake.
Oh, why?
To get to the other side, of course.
Checks out. Checks out. The lake is full of horrors.
We know.
Oh, do not let its placid surface fool you. Beneath its dark sheen lies horrors beyond your imagining.
Does Darius have the tech that lets him tell if the boat is seaworthy or not? Or is
I
it
am
just
good.
land
I am
vehicles?
good with land vehicles.
Oh, it's just land vehicles? Okay.
This is not a land vehicle.
Okay.
I am proficient in carpenter's tools. So
Okay.
one of-
Give me an investigation. If you're not proficient, I'll add your proficiency bonus to it. So
I am not proficient
All right.
in investigation.
Then I will
but
give you a +3 to whatever you roll.
Oh, I should have. Yeah, that's.
From what you could tell, this boat is floating in the water, and that is an indication that it is capable of traveling on the water. The sails do not seem to be torn, and the oars do not seem to be damaged. The ship is actually remarkably clean by the standards of Barovia. And painted on the side in the squirming, wormy text that moves about to become English, it does say Siren's Call.
Sir, would you be willing to taxi us across the lake for a fee?
I would prefer to just sell you the boat. I would like to try something new with my life. I have had enough of all of these. And he looks sorrowfully at the boat, like if he could make love to the boat, he would, but also the boat has hurt him, and he needs to get out of this abusive relationship.
I've heard that the bakery is open now, so maybe you should try your hand at that.
Oh, what happened to the fat bottom woman who used to run it? Did she die?
I don't know.
But you're saying that she's gone.
That's the word around town.
I could make fish pies. I have connections here. Get some discount fish pies. This could be my fortune.
Indeed.
Would you
Also
be-
need to think of a good name for your store. That will bring the customers in.
Yes.
Now, back to the boat. How
It's
much
hard.
did you...
It's hard to top the name that the fat bottom girl gave it, though. The Shadow.
That's an excellent name.
Yes. I would feel bad taking the name for myself, but to buy a house, a business no less in Vallaki, I would need a decent amount of coin. I'll have to sell my ship to make it work.
How much would you be willing to part with your ship for?
Ooh. How much indeed?
She
Yes,
gives him the pretty girl batter eyelashes at him, and
Okay, give me deception or persuasion.
Anna's all, can I intimidate him with my pretty eyebrows?
Oh wow. Okay. He is definitely warmed up by your youth and beauty. And he says, well, in order to make it work, I think I would need, I would need 3,000 electrum pieces. Hey, real talk. A boat of this quality would cost about 2,000 gold, according to raw D&D.
I figured.
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
think we've even made close to that in everything
Oh,
that we've
yeah,
done
yeah,
so
yeah,
far.
But also, he's hoping to go and buy himself some property in town. You know what I mean? Like he needs some capital. Anna, you don't really have the insight for this, but the rest of you may make an insight based on his response to Anna and his offer. Okay. Damn, Daniel and Shane. You get the sense that while this guy is afraid to go out onto the lake again, something happened that he does not want to go back onto the lake. He is very determined to change his whole life. The guy's in his 40s, but he's ready for a change. He doesn't want to be a fisherman for the rest of his life. He wants to go to the quote unquote big city. He wants to change his fucking life. The prospect of that might be enough to manipulate him. To sail you guys across for obviously less money than 3,000 electrum pieces.
Do we still have that mental connection? Daniel?
Yeah, it's all day, I think.
It's like 8 hours.
Yeah, I
or
rolled
something.
an 8.
Mentally,
Yeah.
then Shane will say to Daniel, tell Anna to turn up the charm. She can, I can tell this guy can be schmoozed. Play into the vanity.
Mm-hmm. And Daniel just think to himself towards Anna, like he seems like a lonely young man. Maybe he could be persuaded with a little extra.
he gives Daniel a look.
Jesus Christ, Daniel.
He says that in his head. Towards Anna.
And she sends back mentally, I'm not going to sleep with him. And we'll move back over to the gentleman, whatever his name is. And say,
Igor's his name.
Igor. And she'll kind of touch his shoulder and say,
Okay.
you look to be a man that has potential.
That's what I always think.
I am new to these lands, and we may need someone to...
Wait,
perhaps-
you're not outsiders, are you? I would never sail with outsiders.
I'm from Vallaki.
Oh, okay.
And you see that red-haired woman over there, that is Irina from Barovia Village.
Irina waves at him. Irina. He'll do a fame check. I'd never heard of her.
Well, you will. We could use someone to perhaps help take us around the land of Barovia. Would you be interested for a retainer?
A retainer of what?
Would you like money? Would you like...
Oh, yes. I need the money to start my life over.
We could pay you.
You want to go straight across the lake, or where exactly you're trying to go?
I would defer to your best judgment. We are seeking to get to the north side of Lake Zarovich.
I will tell you the shores can be dangerous, but not nearly as deadly as crossing the lake directly. To do so invites the temptation of the horrors that dwell at the bottom to surface.
Igor, you're already proving yourself to be invaluable to me.
Yeah, he swells with pride, and he says, yes, but I have sworn off of sailing. I while away my days fishing along the coast, trying to raise the money to say goodbye to my love. And he caresses the ship in a very uncomfortable way. And he says, I suppose I could ferry you along the coast for 200 electrum pieces.
Igor, I will tell you a secret. We are going north to a silver mine.
A silver mine? His eyes glitter as if he can see the silver already. But they were all destroyed by the werewolves.
Maybe not. That's not the truth, because that's not what they want you to think. What if I knew of a way to get you some funding for your new change of life at that silver mine?
Oh, you would need a way to transport the silver back to town.
You're so smart, Igor.
Yes.
Darius will just point at the pickaxe that he has on his back.
I thought that was a weapon. I see. You are miners. This is a mining expedition.
No, we're of legal age.
Eh?
If that's what you want to believe, sure. We seek to go there to see what's available at the mine and take some of it.
Why take some? We could. My ship, well, I do not mean to brag, but it has quite a carry capacity. And he does boast to you that the Siren's Call can be piloted by a single person, which is pretty good.
She just eats all this up for him.
Okay, and that also, the boat has a cargo capacity of 1,000 pounds.
That's amazing, Igor.
Yes, yes. It is my pride and joy. I made this ship myself. I hand-selected each tree that I felled. And he's like rubbing the boat in a very... It's public display of affection uncomfortable.
So you're willing to...
I gave birth to her. And she, in a way, is both my daughter and my wife.
Right.
That's very disturbing.
So
some
are
cultures.
you...
Shane Mimes playing a banjo.
So you willing to ferry us around the lake at least?
Certainly. With the promise of so much coin from a silver mine, how about... He starts to look a bit cagey. He says, wait, how do I know you are not just going to have me sail you across and then murder me?
Do I look like the type that would murder you?
Give me a deception, please.
I mean, Darius will just flat out say, we could just murder you right now and take your boat.
Okay, he says, you're right. You are young and beautiful. Almost as beautiful as the Siren's Call. For the promise of 500 electrum pieces upon our return, and continued payments in such a way for each trip to and from the mines, we can enter into a business agreement.
Fair. She'll hold her hand out to shake on it.
Oh man, he's got this big grin. He's like, excellent. So, do you want to go East Coast or West Coast? But I will not sail directly across the lake, for it is too dangerous.
Again, I would defer to your judgment, but we would hope to get across as quickly as possible.
Daniel and Shane, you get the sense that he would at this point, because he's feeling so virile and cool, he could be persuaded to sail straight across, but he'd probably want more money or some smooches with Anna. Maybe he, Anna, and his boat could spend some time together, if you know what I mean.
He'll say to Daniel, push him.
Right. Daniel will. Oh, go ahead.
Oh no, well Mackenzie whispers to you, Darius, and says, I mean, it sounds like the guy really doesn't want to go across the middle of the lake. Do you think this is superstition, or do you think it's like legit?
I was in that lake just to save that little girl, and that has scarred me for life.
Okay. I will also point out that if any of your characters have thalassophobia, or any sort of fear of water, it would be very difficult for you to sail across the lake, given the rumors of its depths and how deep it goes.
Yeah, I don't think he has it, but he's experienced firsthand being dragged into the dark waters. He don't want to go there again.
Well, I know that people
Reed
that
had
are
it.
people that are no longer with us had it. I just wanted to yeah. Okay. Then yeah, I guess Daniel, you say to Anna.
Oh, he's gonna back Anna up with the show and say, we don't need to be such a bitch, man. We were talking big money here.
Oh wow.
Yeah, big money. I mean, the only active silver mine in the realm. And come on, man, in your boat, in the middle of that. I mean, we're talking percentages.
Aces, tell me those numbers. I want the maths. Tell me the maths.
He's gonna bullshit numbers.
Okay, give me a deception.
Do you have any inspiration? Because I want to see this go.
Oh wow! So everyone else assembled is shocked by Daniel's incredible math. Apparently, Daniel knows a lot about silver mining and the import-export, the transporting of such things, the value of a precious metal in the current Barovian economy, considering its scarcity. Yeah, so when Daniel is done mapping out the math behind it, Igor his eyes just glisten with the promise of fortune. And he says, and you think that the faster we can get the goods back and forth, the more money we could make?
Man, what we gotta do is we gotta set the market. It means we gotta be the first.
Oh yeah, okay.
We know about the silver mine, but we don't know who else knows. We gotta stake the claim.
Oh, okay. Okay. Yes.
We,
right.
you, me, us, everyone together.
Yes. All right,
Yes.
everyone. Yes, get on board. We
Put
sail
his hand
across
up,
the
high
lake.
five.
High five. He high fives you.
All right, yeah.
All right.
What
Do
just
this.
happened?
We turned this boat around is what happened.
All right. He starts getting the ship underway. He is okay with sailing directly across. All right.
Daniel,
Shane
are
will
you
look
a
at
wizard?
Daniel like, holy shit.
And honestly, Daniel was just talking about Bitcoin.
Did you I know this? It's not really fair for me to ask without a fact expiration, but did Daniel make money off of Bitcoin, or did he get burned by Bitcoin? Or as a con artist, did he see the danger and he was like, yeah, nah?
When Daniel was a young man, he won a couple dozen of them back when they were like 25 cents each.
Oh,
But
wow.
then he like sold them for like cigarettes.
Oh, that sounds like me and my magic cards. I need a few minutes to cry real quick. Okay. Let me get you guys ready. You're gonna sail across the lake. Fantastic.
So much nerd talk.
All right. Let's see. So I don't normally need to take a break during D&D, but as part of like having enough energy to run the game, I drank like so much coffee this morning, so I need about 5 minutes to go take a piss. I'll be right back.
So, Darius,
What's up?
I was wondering if I could talk to you for a moment.
Sure.
Back in my day, we had this concept in Milwaukee called a wingman. I don't know if you're familiar.
We still have those.
Oh, good. So your sister seems to maybe not quite be convinced of what an upstanding gentleman I am.
He just looked at you.
I was just saying. I see we're gonna work on that. Maybe you could help me out. Like, what is she like? What is she not like?
He'll look towards Mackenzie. Now I'm trying to think of what fucking actions I would say.
And yeah, what you know of Shane is what he's presented. So
Yeah. She does like people who are sensible. Which I'm
sensible,
surprised.
like cheap or
Like people who don't make dumb decisions. So I'm honestly surprised she's been sticking with me this whole time.
I mean, you're her brother. It makes sense.
Fair point. I don't know. She's a bit of a nerd. She likes to read. Likes to.
We're talking like no picture books and stuff, right?
A little more than that.
What's more than that?
She was telling me about this fantasy series called Fire and Ice or something like that. It's not my jam.
All right, I'm back. Sorry about that. Let's see. All right, getting this map ready for you so you can see this cool boat.
Well, I'll tell you this, Darius, a girl that likes fantasy stuff, then she probably secretly wants to be a princess, and I know those types, so that helps.
Well, if you want to call her a princess, that's your funeral, my friend. Oh yeah, she does work for the police department.
Wait, she's a cop?
Not per se, but she works with cops.
I totally called it. But that's that's ironic.
How so?
Cops, they tend to not like me. I mean, you probably don't know what it's like, but you know, like,
Oh my
cops look at you and judge you instantly.
Christ.
Darius just flatly looks at you, doesn't even respond, but just lets you go on. It's like, sure, keep talking.
I mean, he's from Milwaukee in the '80s. Like,
All right. So a
Keep
couple
digging
of
that
things.
grave.
A couple of things about this boat. The boat does have a travel speed of 3 miles per hour. And you are just trying to cross 6 miles of lake, so it is only going to be 2 checks.
And we're going through the center of it.
That's if you go through the center of it. Yep, 6 miles straight across. Now you are off-road, so when I roll, it is a 15 or higher. It's going to be a random encounter. So, as you know, your random encounters and stuff get handled in prep streams ahead of time. Blah blah blah. As you guys set sail, the first hour is pretty chill, pretty manageable. Nothing interesting happens at all. However, at the end of that first hour, going into that second hour, things take a decidedly worse turn. So there's a bit of weather that starts to settle in. The rain from earlier starts to pick up quite a bit. And then something hits the boat. Alright.
I hate this
So,
already.
I will roll everyone into initiative, including the boat. And we'll go ahead and remove companion characters as needed. Let's see. I guess I have to make the boat invisible for me to have its mini on the board, but for you guys to see it. Okay, that's weird. Let's see. Invisible boat for Wonder Woman. There we go. Alright, and we'll remove Mackenzie, and we'll remove Izzy. Okay. And let me grab some music for this. Alright. Oh, that's too intense, guys. I can't. We'll go with it. Okay. Alright.
This is fantastic. So I was playing a game yesterday. I think my average rolls for that whole session was probably around 8.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. Like,
Well, I hope things go better for you today.
I hope so too, but I just rolled my initiative and it doesn't seem like things have changed.
Alright, let's have everybody roll that initiative. NPCs. Alright. Wow, Anna. Good initiative. Alright. So, Anna, this thing is going to... yeah. Let me see the perception here. Yeah, okay. So this thing bumps the boat, and it jostles the boat quite a bit. Tiernan says, there's something in the water, and he points, and you guys see a very big fish.
Holy shit.
Fucking Jaws?
what the fuck?
We're gonna need a bigger boat.
The fish, you can give me a nature. Oh, that's the, let me see. There we go.
Jesus
I want the
Christ.
first picture back.
So you can give me a nature check. Well, I guess Tiernan is the one that saw it, so he's the one that basically prevented this from being a surprise round. So here we go.
Think about this already.
He doesn't know what kind of fish it is exactly. It kind of looks like a barracuda. That's the best he could kind of manage. All right, so let's begin combat. Anna, you're up.
Oh boy.
Oh, did anybody listen to Igor when he talked about his boat? Like, legitimately listen to him, or?
Yes.
Although
Okay.
Just to indulge him.
All right, you know that the boat has a damage threshold of 5, meaning damage has to be 5 or higher to be registered by the boat. It has 60 hit points, an armor class of 15. It can be piloted by a single person, but it can go faster if it has 2 pilots. And even faster if it has 3. The boat moves 20 per move action. Each crew member can spend an action to move the boat or turn the boat. Currently, he is the only one crewing the boat, so that means it can either turn or move 20 feet each round. There are different parts of the ship that can be damaged independently. So the helm, if the helm is damaged, the ship cannot change directions. If the sails are damaged, you have to rely on the oars for movement. If the oars are damaged, you have to rely on the sails for movement. As the oars and the sails are damaged, the overall speed of the ship will continue to lower. And then, of course, the hull itself, if the ship drops to less than 30, it's going to go slower. And then, of course, if it and start filling with water, if it drops to 0, it is going to sink with you guys in the middle of the lake. So, Anna, with all that knowledge, what do you do?
Drops her backpack on the deck of the ship,
Okay.
so I'm not encumbered.
Mm-hmm.
Can we move in these spaces where the sail is?
Yeah. The sail's up. You know, the only part that nothing would stop you because it's a small, it's a small mast. So.
Okay, she will move there. She
Okay.
will summon Dana.
Because of the ship being rocked, I need an acrobatics check, or the movement is going to be difficult terrain. Yeah, no problem. You are able to move about the ship with a 11, no problem.
And then she will. Let's get. She'll dodge and then pass to Darius.
Okay. All right, Darius.
Yeah. Do we have to spend our action to do something for the boat, like for it to disengage?
Boats cannot disengage. They can move. This particular boat can move and it can turn.
Uh-huh. Okay. Well, this is gonna be interesting. Yeah, I don't like this at all. I think bonus action, Darius is going to.
Oh, and as far as targeting this creature, we'll literally just eyeball it. So if you are near body parts of it, we will treat that as, you're adjacent to it, essentially.
Right.
Yep.
Bonus action, because I don't like this. I'm gonna dig deep. So I have resistance to bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing for the next minute. And then I'm gonna use my action to get this boat moving further away from this creature. I'll assist Igor.
Okay, so you're going to use a help action on Igor, or are you going to actually try to do a crew action of...
I'll do a crew action.
Okay. Are you trained
oars
in water vehicles?
Nope. It's just pure raw strength I'm trying to do.
All right. Oh, you're trying to do raw strength because you're rowing. Okay, yeah, I will accept an athletics check then. Yep.
Okay. I'm gonna spend a DM inspiration on this one.
Okay. So yeah, with the 14, you start rowing the ship, and you do move it 20 feet away. So I'll move him back 20 feet to show that. Mackenzie looks at the distance that you've created, and she says, "You're gonna have to row a lot faster than that, Darius."
I'm trying. Oh, fuck. Mackenzie will kind of move more towards the center of the boat, and he's going to take the dodge action.
Okay.
And that's it. I will pass it to I'll pass it to Igor. So he can get the ship moving further.
Somebody showed up with one of them fat violins. You know, the one that you gotta hold on the ground? Oh my god. It's going fucking nuts over there. Alright, you passed to who? Shane, you said?
Igor.
Igor, I think it was.
Igor. Okay, Igor. So Igor is afraid of sailing across the lake for these reasons. I'm going to have to make a either charisma or wisdom saving throw for him. Let's see.
Can we hand him a lance bow?
Let's see. Oh, by the way, you did manage to take advantage of his weakness earlier. Avarice above all. You have advantage to checks to bribe him with treasure. Poor buddy. Alright. So he is going to try to make that save. Alright. Charisma higher than wisdom. Let's see what we got. Okay. He is not completely shut down by fear. I am gonna give him a stress for this. Because he is pretty stressed. And he says, what was I thinking? This is terrible! And he is gonna fuck with the rigging and the sails to try to catch that wind, and move things along. This is boat stuff, so he is going to be using his, proficiency, plus his wisdom. So this is a +4. Being a normal person in D&D is hard. Okay, 15, yeah. So he manages to pull the boat even further ahead. All right. He will pass to. He'll pass to Shane.
If, well, I guess first question. My hunting rifle, I know I can't get the ammunition wet when I load it, so reloading is going to be pretty much impossible in this weather. But can I fire it without risking issue?
Can you fire it without risking issue?
Because of the rain.
Yeah, you could definitely, especially if you're standing.
If I move under the sail, maybe?
Yeah, I think the sail could probably keep you. Yeah, but you're gonna need to be careful. If you fall in the water, you could foul all your ammo.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
All right, so I need to make an athletic or a acrobatics check, or it's difficult.
If you want to move, yeah, you gotta do an acrobatics check. Okay, so it is going to be, yeah, it's going to be difficult terrain for you to get around the boat.
That is all my movement then to move there.
Okay.
I will then, pull up my hunting rifle, and I will fire on the big fish, and it's a big target. Hopefully I hit. Range is definitely not an issue because I have a sharpshooter, well, the modified sharpshooter. And we're going to use my heavy shot, which is just passive, but it adds the number of dice as extra damage. So it would just be a +2 to the hunting rifle damage if it hits.
Okay.
Let's give it a go. Oh, A 6 is one hit.
Yeah, 6 is not going to hit. The shot goes wide. You are unbalanced in this vehicle that is moving for the vehicle pretty fast.
Okay, I got 4 shots left before I have to reload. That is it for now.
Okay. It was not damaged, so you guys still control the initiative. Who would you like to pass to?
Daniel, you haven't gone yet, have you?
No, not yet.
I will pass to Daniel.
All right, Daniel.
All right, so Daniel's never really seen a shark like this before. So as soon as like it comes up and everyone search for us, he's gonna like huddle in fright, but at the same time he's gonna lash out at this thing with its mind.
Okay.
It's a skill he's never used before.
All right. So as you call upon these new latent powers awakened by the mist and perhaps the torments you have suffered in the dungeons of Castle Ravenloft, you find them difficult to control.
Can I use a Faxpiration on that, or no?
Yeah, if you want. You got a 7, right?
It would be 11 because total confidence.
Oh, right, total confidence. Yeah, if you want, you can. Yeah, it's your faxpo. It would be D8 at this level.
Alright, D8.
Oof.
Never mind.
All right, and I believe that would end total confidence because now you have a check that you did not pass.
How's if you get another a crit?
Is it? Oh, okay.
Can't remember.
Well, yeah, it says so you critically succeed or fail at one. So it's either
critically succeed or fail. It lasts until you fail, like specifically. Yeah. Or if you critically succeed. So yeah, you would lose total confidence, which has been getting you through all of this stuff. Everyone thinks you're some kind of Bitcoin mogul at this point, with your critical financing skills. But yeah.
Little bit.
Yeah. So what is the look of this ability?
All right. Well, since it's new, it's nearly invisible, but anyone looking might see like flashes of like red energy like punch through the water, and I assume like as he uses it more, it'll become more and more visible.
Oh, nice. Okay.
He probably doesn't even know he did it.
All right. Fair enough.
Bonus action, dodge, and he will pass to Tiernan.
Okay, Tiernan. All right, we can all do this together. Let's see. Tiernan Backett. He does not have ranged attacks. He does have the boon of Bram Mardukov, so basically he is unbeatable. But let's see. He does have the Galthius staff. I don't know if he should really be using it, especially when he's not here to decide. He's got
do a recall knowledge.
Ooh, yeah. I'll do a recall knowledge nature as a bonus action. All right. So, having done one before, he tries to do one again, and he said, I don't know if it's a freshwater barracuda? Big freshwater barracuda? Anybody? And then based on what he knows of a freshwater barracuda, which is called a gar, oh man, it is essentially a very aggressive fish that attacks and eats anything the same size or smaller than it. Yeah. So his knowledge check would be that the creature is very fast and very aggressive. The fast part is going to be a problem. The aggressive part, maybe if you left its territory, it wouldn't attack, but it seems like it's going to be impossible for this boat to outrun this creature, is his estimation. So I guess he would say, I don't think we're going to outrun this thing. And he would stand at the back of the boat, so we'll give him an acrobatics check. It's a DC 10. All right, so he moves to the back of the boat, and I guess he will ready his action to hit it with his axe. Seems fucking heavy metal. Oh man, this music is stressful. Alright, he's gonna want to control initiative, I think, so he will pass to the mighty Gar. Alright, let's see. The mighty Gar does not like this other fish that has come into its waters, and it is going to attack the other fish. So it is going to surge forward and attack the boat. There we go. As it does, I guess Tiernan would take his ready to action and attack with this great axe. Or sorry, battle axe. Oof. Oof. Nathan'd be so proud of me. Oof. Alright. I don't think he falls out of the boat though, because it's hitting the boat. I feel like he'd fall backwards. Yeah, I think this is gonna be a hard enough fight without encouraging more sadness. Alright. So dude falls prone, and it's going to attack the boat. Here we go. The ship has an AC of 15. Oof. So this thing crunches into the boat, dealing 29 points of damage to the boat. The boat has 60 hit points. The boat is going to steal... Wait, no. The boat doesn't really have an initiative. It just needs you guys to do crew actions for it. So I guess I really didn't need to have it in initiative. Alright. I'll remove it from initiative then. Alright, then... Oh! Couple of things worth mentioning, sorry. When the creature's turn started, you saw that its eyes began to light up as if with bioluminescence, and you see bandaged stripes appear all along its body, and they begin to crackle with electricity. You also hear the bloops of a single Paragon action. For this is an elite monster. Alright. Tiernan down. Alright, play passes to Irenia. Irenia is very scared. She shouts for Tiernan, and I think she would go to Tiernan and try to pick him up. So let me do an acrobatics. Oof. Alright, so moving slow, she would still be able to get there. And then I think we have helping people up as a minor action.
Yeah, I think it's a minor action.
Man, it's just like that video game Baldur's Gate, but we did it first. Hey. Anyways, so she picked him up, and then she has an action. I guess she fucking shoot it. Sure. Let's see. Does she still have a hand crossbow? It doesn't show it on her sheet. Did she give it to somebody and it didn't give it back, or?
I gave it back to her.
Oh, okay. She would have it. Okay, cool. All right. It's been so long since she had to shoot anything. That's great. Oh my God, RNGesus is just fucking us hard. Okay, so she fires on it. It just goes wide because the boat is just rocking uncontrollably after that hit. She will pass to Anna because Anna always knows what to do. She shouts to you, Anna, what do we do?
We kill it. She will attack it twice, draws her rapier, and attacks it.
Okay. Oh shit! Alright, so, that critical hit would cause an injury. Disrupted equilibrium. Every time the creature takes a dash action, they must succeed at. So I would assume you just fucking stab right to its brain with that first attack. So let me add that. And the creature does take the damage, which is 20, which is a good amount of damage. The 13 does not get through the creature's hide. However, when you stab the creature the first time, it does trigger a reaction from the creature. Where is it? Here we go. Minor discharge. So you take 1d10, so 3 points of lightning damage as you stab into the creature and then get shocked in return.
Thought so. Good test.
All right.
And then she will be helpful and make it an easy target.
Okay.
And
All right.
it can steal. Well, it used its reaction, didn't it?
It did. You don't need a reaction to steal though.
No,
But
I'm going to move away from it,
oh, okay, yeah.
and she'll just take a step back here. Now it can steal.
Okay. Well, it doesn't want to steal. So who are you gonna pass to? Unless if you pass
Oh.
right, you could pass right to it, and then it will lose its Paragon action.
She'll pass to Darius.
All right. As you pass to Darius, the creature will use its 1 Paragon action. Keep in mind that when creature uses the Paragon action, it refreshes the reaction. And as you pass to Darius, the creature who didn't like being hit like that, is going to. I guess I'll just bite the boat again. Yeah, that seems good. Actually, you know what? In response to being damaged so badly, it is going to use its electricity discharge. So the creature's body begins to glow brighter and brighter. And Anna, as you are backing away and getting behind Daniel, you see electricity surge out of the creature, crackling and shocking you guys, the boat, and the water all around it. So I need everyone to give me Constitution saves against this effect. It would not affect Igor because he is more than 10 feet away. I don't believe it would affect Izzy, and I don't think it would affect Shane. So Izzy, Shane, and Igor are the only ones who don't need to save. And it is very minimal. Oh my god! On 4d6 it did 6 damage, guys.
Wow.
I will say that you do not want to fail by 5 or more. Alright, so Daniel, you cause a complication.
Oh, you don't want to fail by 5.
Don't be a collapse.
Oh man, if it's a collapse, it's spicy. Before I roll it, I'll wait for everybody's saves to come in. I will roll the ship save as well. The ship did not make it.
Yeah, I'm gonna roll with advantage for Darius.
I'll roll for
Jesus Christ.
Alright, rolling for Tiernan. Alright. Okay, is everybody locked in? We need a Mackenzie, I think.
Yeah, rolling.
Alright. Oh, yeah, these are con saves. Yeah. Okay. Ooh, my god, 3 critical con saves against. Oh, man. Alright. We're all locked in now?
Yeah,
Okay.
I think
So, let's go from the top. Complication. Flat-footed. Your speed is 0. That's fine, because you are paralyzed. Lingering. So you would actually stop dodging and are under the effects of paralysis. So as far as complications go, that's not bad. Anna, you get a boon? Total
Yes.
confidence. Alright. Let's see. Irenia gets a boon. Shifty. You can use your reaction to use the dodge action to move up to half your speed, and this doesn't provoke opportunity attacks. Not really sure what that would do for her, but I think she'll just move here, and free dodge action is a free dodge action. There we go. And then finally, Mackenzie's boon is total confidence. Holy shit. All right. Man. That's some spicy stuff. Okay, so Tiernan failed by 5 or more. He is paralyzed. And let's see. Oh, Darius, you failed by 5 or more. You are
I
paralyzed.
spend the DM to for
Oh.
That's a 16, I think.
Oh, 16? Okay, that is just a fail, not fail by 5 or more.
Oh, great.
All right. Okay. So that would be 6 points. Yeah, it'd be 6 points of lightning damage. So if you passed, even with a nat 20, you still take 3 points of lightning damage, which is pretty good considering you could have been 24 points. So not bad. And this is a recharge ability, so it will have to check on its turn, the beginning of its turn, if it gets that back. All right. Anyone that was damaged can steal, otherwise play would pass to Darius.
So you said the 16 was a fail, right? So that's full damage, 6?
Yeah, you take 6 points of lightning damage. Yep.
Okay. Alright, and then back would have taken half. Okay. Yeah. Darius, well, seeing as we can't outrun this stupid thing, I guess it's going all out. He's going to take out the harpoon that he had gotten from what's his name? Bluto's crazy ass. And he's gonna stab this this stupid shark a couple of times.
Okay.
Comes the first one. Huh.
Oh my goodness. Okay. Let's see. It's gonna be a injury. Short-term shock. Your first turn after you regain consciousness, or your next turn, you must spend both your action and your bonus action doing nothing. But you may move as normal. Oh wow. Okay.
Oh. Okay. Here comes the second attack.
All right. Let's see. An 11 does not get through its armor.
Okay. And then bonus action, I am going to unarmed strike this thing.
22 is going to hit.
For a measly 5.
I'm gonna say that it will not use its reaction to shock you because it
It's a
technically
shock
doesn't
hit.
have. Well, yeah. It's in short-term shock, so yeah. All right.
That's my actions. For Mackenzie, she's gonna stop dodging. She's going to, I guess, move back some from this creature. And
Oh! I should also mention that the boat that took the damage is now bloodied, so its overall speed is down by 5. So now it's only moving 15 per movement, and it will start taking on water.
Oh.
Yep.
Great.
That's why it was supposed to be an initiative, to take on water. I'll add it back in. Alright.
Mackenzie will take out her handgun and shoot the creature.
Okay. Ooh, 7 is not going to do it.
Nope.
Well, the first attack against it was easy target, but you already hit with the critical. So yeah, I'll remove that. Yeah. Okay. Okay.
That's it for her.
Okay.
I will cast it.
Since it was damaged during your turn, it is gonna steal.
Okay.
All right,
She
go
has
once.
total confidence, right? Does she hit?
Oh yeah, she does. So
Oh
18.
yeah, because she hits. She has advantage and everything. Yeah. So that hits for 7. All right. All right. then it is going to steal. Going once.
We have
going
17
twice,
fan spells. Steal if you want to.
and sold to the Mighty Gar. All right. It gets back its Paragon. It gets back its reaction. It doesn't get back its discharge. And it cannot use an action or a bonus action. It can only move. And so it is just going to just sort of kind of keep pace with the ship. So it'll move to here. And that'll be its turn. It will pass to... it'll pass to the boat. Alright, the boat starts taking on water. Alright. You get the feeling that if the boat takes on water 5 times, it will sink. So the boat may need to be repaired, or plugged up, or bailed out, or something. Play will then pass from the boat to its father and lover, Igor. All right. Let's see. Igor is going to sail like he's never sailed before. But first, he's got to go against his fear of everything that is happening here. Here we go. All right. He's still functional, but he does take on another stress. This is exactly what he was afraid was going to happen. All right, and then he is going to roll his water vehicles. Okay. So normally with an 11, no problem, but with the creature being so close and the ship being damaged and everything else, I don't think that would hit the DC. I would definitely say the DC needs to go up with this thing all up in its business. So as he's trying to kind of maneuver the sails, he's just kind of the ship is just grinding up against the creature, and it seems that you are held in place. He is going to pass to Shane Masters.
I am literally trying to hit the broadside of a barn. What?
Well, keep in mind this creature is so big that
Yeah.
even if you hit it, it just means that it didn't register any damage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wish I still had easy target. But I will try to fire.
Okay.
Yeah. Heavy shot again because that's just a feature. So.
Okay.
We'll see what happens.
Yeah, a 10. Again.
Can I use my fax bow from? That's technically from last session, but I never used it.
Oh no, those are once
It's
per
gone.
session, my friend.
All
Yep.
right. Yeah.
All right. So you fire on it. It hits the creature, but its hard scales just deflect the shot.
For color, he'll yell for Izzy to get to the other side of him for safety. But
Okay.
That's for color.
All right. Would you want to pass to Tiernan and Izzy?
Yeah, and yeah.
Okay. Let's see. Izzy is going to disengage as a bonus action, and then she will try to do an acrobatics check. Okay, she hit the 10. That's fine. She's going to move this away. And then... Fuck. I feel like she should dodge. I don't know. Maybe she should do a help action on
Can she-
Igor?
Can she bail out water?
Ooh, yeah. Okay. So Igor would have indicated in the 1 hour that we were there all of the things on his ship. So she will spend an action to just start bailing out the ship. In doing so, she just got to do a DC 10 athletics check. Oof. Okay. She is just not bailing fast enough to make any kind of difference.
And looks
how-
at Izzy and says, "The water's over there."
Damn. This would be. Ooh, she would also gain some aggro from that.
That's right. I
Alright.
need to roll that.
Okay. She will pass to
Jesus.
Irenia. As she passes to Irenia, the creature is going to. What is the creature gonna do? Yeah, the creature is going to move, and in doing so, it would provoke from Darius. I'm gonna say the fin is under the ship. I don't actually think any of you, other than Anna's, well, your apparition would move with the
It's gone.
ship.
It
Yeah,
went
yeah,
out of range.
yeah. You guys outpaced it. All right. Oh yeah, it's gonna just dip under the water. All right.
Tiernan on his turn. Did he do anything?
Well, we were. Oh yeah. Shit. On Tiernan's turn.
I
guess
stunned.
Yeah. He's paralyzed, so he would have lost his turn, and then he gets a new con save at the end. So he is not paralyzed anymore. Alright, so when he comes through, he looks around for the creature. Irenia screams that it went under the water. Her free dodge would end, and I guess she would ready to shoot the creature when it surfaces. Alright, play will pass to Daniel. Daniel, you are paralyzed. Give me a new Constitution save.
Alright. Ooh.
Unless you'd like to burn some hit dice to just not be paralyzed, which is an option.
Yep, no, I just need a second. I just, my internet dropped, so I had to roll back in.
Oh, no worries. Then who would you pass to then? Because we'll find out whether you did or not when your turn is over. But we're going to do a fresh round. You can pass to anybody you want.
Oh, let's give it to Anna. She knows what to do.
All right.
No.
All right. Anna, you're up.
The burdens of being the leader.
She will summon Dana again.
Okay.
2, 3. I'm gonna move Dana a little bit. She's gonna be right on the surface of the water.
Okay.
There's nothing to attack. She'll dodge again.
Okay.
Pass to the fish.
Oh, okay. As you pass to the fish is gonna recharge or try to recharge its discharge. Oof. Needs a 6, so it didn't do it. It does get its Paragon back, and it does come surging towards the surface with the intent of smashing the ship. Let's see. Where is it? There we go. Alright, here's an attack for the ship, but as it approaches, Irenia is gonna shoot it. That is gonna hit for 5. Alright, let's see. And then it wouldn't have short-term shock anymore. And then it would attack the boats with its bite. That is gonna hit, and the boat is going to drop even more. It has 4 hit points left.
Silly question. Could Tiernan use his reaction to reduce the damage on that at all?
On the boat, let's see. Yeah, the boat is technically a targetable creature that is adjacent to him. Which one are we talking about here? He's got so much shit.
I think it's like
It's his fighting style.
Yeah, I think it's like protect.
Interception?
Interception.
Okay. Ooh. All right. When a creature you can see hits a target other than you within 5 feet of you, which the boat is within 5 feet of him, you can use your action to reduce the damage the target takes by, in this case, 9. All right. Very nice. You must be wielding a shield or a simple or martial weapon, which he is. All right. So it's my bad. It has 13 hit points left. All right. Let's see. The creature is then going to pass to the boat. The boat is going to take on another water. Unlikely that it will get to 5 before the boat is just destroyed, but who knows? We'll see. The boat is going to pass to its lord and master, Igor, business fisherman. All right. As it passes to Igor, Igor is going to make another save.
That's appropriate.
Okay. Yeah. At this point, seeing that his ship is sinking and that his life is over, oh, okay. He gets an interrupt point, so that's useful. And then he spends the round just in a panic, just eyes wild, shouting at everyone, shouting at the creature, and just trying everything and nothing all at once. Completely ineffective. He will pass to Darius. As he passes to Darius, the mighty Gar is going to attack. Anna, you see that the Gar could attack Izzy or Igor. It looks like it's going for Izzy, but with a reaction, you could push Igor in front of her.
She does.
All right, you use your reaction, and it attacks Igor instead.
God damn.
All right. What's amazing is Igor actually lives through that, but he is now grappled and restrained by the creature in its mouth. And he is bloodied, and he takes an injury. Battle weary. Amen, brother. Here we go.
Poor maritime Danny Glover. He's too old for this shit.
He was gonna open a bakery and sell fish pies.
That bakery is ours.
All right. Goddamn. All right. You're up, Darius. Darius, you were right next to Anna. You saw Anna push Igor into the way.
We'll have to deal with that later. Darius is just gonna move next to the creature, and honestly, it just needs to fucking leave us alone. He's just, yeah.
Punching the gills.
He's just gonna start punching this thing. This time using the prosthetic that he has crafted.
Okay.
But I don't think a 14 is gonna hit.
14. You feel like you can push through, but man, 14. This is like punching a fucking wall, man.
Fuck. I'll succeed at cost.
Oh, okay. You take true damage equal to 25% of your hit points, and the creature will use its reaction to shock you. There we go. For 7 points of lightning damage. Give me fresh damage on that.
Yeah. So
that attack.
I'm taking, I think, 20 points of damage total. And oh yeah.
Okay, 9 points of damage. All right.
All right. That's the first one. Here comes the second one. Jesus Christ.
Ooh, it's fun. I mean, you can push
Nope.
through. No? Okay.
Nope, I'm good.
All right. With that, you guys would know its AC is 15. Oh no, no. Actually, you couldn't have pushed through. My bad. It is a 16 armor class. It's a 16 armor class.
Not on that one.
Yeah. All right.
Bonus
Then-
action. I'm going to. What is it? I'm gonna catch my breath. Burn some. Get some HP back. Alright. And then Mackenzie is going to use her action to bail out water.
Okay.
So that's
Give me a athletics check. Is a DC 10.
No bonuses on this.
All right. Just dripping sweat. Well, you can't really tell with all the rain. She is straining, but she's doing it. She takes the second bucket and is just going nuts. Getting as many buckets of water out of here as possible reduces the water level a bit.
Alright, and I guess that's threat gain as well.
All right, so she would just gain a threat, not an aggro, which I'll add for you. All right.
Alright, cool. That's it for me.
Okay.
I will pass to.
Oh, she would have 2 of those, right? At this point, because she.
Well, I
she
rolled a
rolled
6
before.
on the first one, and that gave me the straight up aggro, so I added
okay.
that.
Okay, fair enough. Okay,
Yeah.
so who do you pass to?
I'll pass to.
Also, before you pass to Daniel, when you got back in, could you give me a Constitution save against the ongoing paralysis?
Absolutely.
Now you might want to cash in some of those. No, okay. Oh, yeah. 13 is not enough. You continue to just be under like your body's just seizing up from the electricity.
That's not good.
All right. So Darius, who do you pass to? Daniel's still paralyzed.
I'll pass it to him so he can make another save.
All right, Daniel, give me another save. Constitution. It is a high DC.
Alright. Can I just burn a hit die to get out of it?
Yeah, if you want.
I
Yeah.
can't remember if it's 1 or 3.
For paralyze, let's see. Once in your turn, you can use your action, bonus action, move action, blah blah. Save or suck effects. If you begin your turn with a negative stats effect, you can choose to lose 3 hit dice to remove the effect. If you do not have the hit dice to lose, you instead gain a stack of exhaustion for each hit die you are unable to spend. So you spend 3 hit dice to get rid of it.
Alright, gonna do that because otherwise it's drowning.
Okay. So you have your turn. You are not paralyzed. What do you do?
Alright, so he shakes himself loose, just being, on the ground, helpless, reminds him of being back in that cell, and he's gonna lash out with his mind.
All right.
What's that?
A 20 is going to hit. The creature takes it.
Alright,
Keep going.
Are we in sneak? Are there enough
Yep.
people around to count for sneak
Yep,
attack?
yep, for sure. Igor is up there, right, real close to it, actually. All right.
So that's 11.
All right. The creature takes the hit, but it seems to be in a mindless killing mode.
That's not good. All right. I will. Let's see who's left. Pass to Shane Masters.
All right, Shane Masters, you're up.
First and last name every time. So this guy's pretty close up, personal, and his eyes are glowing. I have the combat maneuver trick shot. Can that be used to call out, trying to target the eye specifically, or? I mean, I know you probably hate that idea,
What does trick shot say it does?
specifically. It says verbatim, perform an impressive trick with a ranged weapon attack.
Mm-hmm.
And that's all it says. And it costs it, but also know it is a first level, and it only costs 1 point.
Okay.
So,
But
Does this
what
add
is
extra
it?
damage?
That's all it.
that's all it says.
That's all it says.
That's all A5E gives me. Yeah.
why would you take an ability like that then? It doesn't have any mechanical benefits at all?
Well, I don't know. I mean, that's kind of. I mean, that's.
I didn't make A5E. Don't look at me.
No, like, well, so double shot is good, point blank shot is good, but I only had one other maneuver like choice at first level, so it wasn't
hold
like I
on.
had lots of options.
A5E trick shots.
Yeah, it's from Biting Zephyr. It's the.
Alright. I just don't know why they would have something that doesn't do anything. It doesn't seem like A5E's deal, but let's see. Maneuvers list. What is this thing called? Trick shot?
Trick shot.
So it says make a ranged weapon attack at an unattended object. On a hit, you use a result of the attack roll instead of a performance check, and you can use and gain an expertise die when doing so. Otherwise, other kinds of trick shots you can make are narrative's discretion. That's very interesting.
Yeah, it tells you exactly what it does. Yeah. All right.
I must have missed all of that, unfortunately. Okay. Well, never mind.
Okay.
That sounds like not what I want to do.
Okay.
All right. I will fire and hope I can hit him this time.
Okay. Oh yeah, that's gonna hit for 18 damage.
Yeah.
God damn, rifles are fucking good.
Right.
Right.
And then the heavy shot would give another 2 for being a gunslinger.
Okay.
20.
20, yeah.
All right. The creature cannot steal yet, and has used
And that
its
is
Paragon action.
3 shots. That's 3 shots down. Okay. And bone. No.
Well, your ammo should track automatically.
Oh, it does. Yeah, I'm sorry.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. I just wanted when I had to reload. That's all.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that's it for me. You don't have much for a bonus. Yep. I will actually also scoot back 1 space.
Okay.
And I will pass to Tiernan.
All right, Tiernan is up. Izzy is right next to the shark. She's gonna disengage and move away. She's got to roll acrobatics. Okay. So she quickly moves to the other side of the boat, and then she will try to bail the boat. Let's see. Trying to get a 10. No. All right. And then she's got to roll to see if she attracts any attention. Here we go. She does not. Has to be a 4 higher. Okay. Tiernan is gonna rush up and attack the creature. Here we go. That is not gonna hit. With an 8. He has 2 attacks though, I believe.
Yep, extra attack.
And Crash, I'm sorry, I already added that heavy shot into the damage roll for the rifle.
Oh,
so it is only
okay.
18.
Oh, okay. All right. Let's see. A 10 does not get through the creature's defenses. All right. He will pass to Irenia. Let's see. Irenia doesn't want to be all up on this creature either. She is going to use. Damn. She's going to use a disengage. She's going to try to back up with an acrobatics. Okay. And then as she moves away, she will use helpful so that the next attack against it has advantage. All right, controlling initiative going next round. Who thinks that they can hit it the hardest? That's who she'll pass to.
Passes to Shane.
All right.
That rifle in.
She passes back to Shane.
All right, he does the Brody Jaws thing and tells him to smile, son of a bitch, because that came out in '78. You would have seen it. And he's going to attempt to hit with advantage. Don't have the fans or faxpo to add, so that unfortunately.
Yeah. All right. So as you line up this amazing shot that would have done so much fucking damage, just so that we can all like lust after it, it would have done 41 points of damage. The creature thrashes, the boat tips back, and you just fire ka-choom straight up into the air. All right. Who do you pass to?
He'll pass to Darius. It's just right there.
All right, Darius.
Okay. What I have? All right. Yeah, just continue wailing on this stupid thing. Hopefully, it'll leave us alone eventually. This first one's gonna have advantage.
Yeah, that is gonna hit.
7. Extra attack.
18's
for
gonna hit.
11. Bonus action. Unarmed strike. 25 for 12.
That is gonna hit.
I'm gonna spend a moxie point.
With that, the creature is bloodied. When you bloody the creature, it recharges its electrical discharge, and it gains a new ability called Surge of Speed. While bloodied, it can dash as a bonus action, though it has an injury that makes dashing as a bonus action problematic.
All right, and then I'm gonna spend a moxie point for another hit. No.
13 ain't gonna hit.
All right, that is it from me.
All right, the creature looks like it's going to steal. Go once.
Someone has Fanspo. Start
twice.
using them.
Can I use a fanspo,
Go
guys,
for
to
it.
steal?
Just go for it.
All right.
I'm not even gonna refuse anything at this point. We have too many.
All right, Anna.
All right. Is she within range to strike it from where she's at, or do I need to move a little bit closer?
Yeah, you need to move into the space. You have to be
Okay.
next to it. Yeah. As you approach, Igor looks over at you, his body mangled. He's impaled on the needle-like teeth of the creature. He says, "Please, help me!" And he reaches out to you.
Anna looks at her wisdom, and then goes back to attacking the Gar.
Okay?
I'm going to use action surge, and I'm going to attack it 4 times. All the attacks are going to come off of Dana first,
Okay.
and if it uses its recharge, then it'll just switch over to her, because she'll die from it.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so we're going to use that just to get it out of the way. 4 attacks. Everything's at advantage.
Okay. All right, that's gonna hit. That'll hit.
Oh my god.
Oh,
That'll
oh my
hit.
God.
Let's fucking go.
And that'll hit.
F and A, Anna.
Almost max damage on every attack. All right, so let's see. We got boop, 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 boop. All right, it is past bloodied.
And my bonus action, I will make it an easy target.
All right. The creature is gonna try to steal.
Fanspo Tiernan.
All right, you're gonna Fanspo Tiernan?
Yeah, Fanspo. I think he has. Yeah, Fanspo Tiernan. It's fine.
All right, he will swing on it twice. 14 is not enough. He'll swing again. 16 is enough. Takes 9 damage.
Aaron and Deer, you should use your action surge.
Yeah, I feel like you probably should.
Let's see. How is he tracking that on his sheet? Let me see. He'll get it back on a short rest anyways. So yeah. He will attack 2 more times. 1. Oh!
Yeah.
All right.
There we go.
And let's see, that's another injury. Broken hand. Yeah, he's right next to its fin. So, yeah. All right. I would say in this case, I will treat it as a leg. So I'll say it's a broken right fin. So that's actually going to lower its speed. And it takes the damage. All right. He attacks 1 more time. Ooh, That is gonna miss. All right. The creature's gonna try to steal. Going
Daniel will
once.
steal.
Oh, all right.
So, gonna reach out with his mind.
16 is gonna hit for 8.
Plus the sneak attack.
Nice.
18.
Go.
Plus you can also use it a bonus action. Do the same thing. Oh, what the heck? Sorry, my button's not working.
What are you trying to use?
Oh, Psychic Blake said you can use it as a bonus action for a second attack. It's just it's a 1d less.
Okay.
There it goes. My hot
That's gonna hit for 2 more damage.
Alright, so 18, so 20 all together.
All right, it is still going.
That's all I got.
Okay.
We still got Irina.
The creature's gonna steal. I don't think NPCs can interrupt its steal. However, its speed is reduced. On its turn, with this dude in its mouth, it's gonna disengage and try to swim away. Does anybody have anything to mitigate a disengage retreat? Like, did anybody take Sentinel or Sentinel-like abilities?
Kiernan's got that one thing, but I don't know what it's called.
He has Take Weapon, Warning Strike, Wary Stance. I don't
think
know
it's
if...
Warning Strike.
When an opponent opens themselves up to a reflexive strike, you can deliver a blow. When a hostile creature you can see moves out of your reach, you can use a reaction to make a melee weapon attack, and on a hit, its speed is boosted to 0. Does that apply even with disengage? Does anybody know?
No idea.
Good old A5E. Let's see. I'll look it up. Warning strike. When an opponent opens those, I think it by saying opens itself up to a reflexive strike, which is what they call opportunity attacks. You can shake them, and since he's disengaging, he wouldn't be opening himself up to a reflexive strike. I think that's right. This is different than the ability you took, right, Lex? In Monster Hunter? Lex, are you there? No? Lex is gone. No? Okay. That's weird. Then I'm gonna just rule it, yeah, that since he's not opening himself up to a reflexive, to an opportunity attack, he's just gonna disengage and go. You've almost got it, but it is dipping below the water. And then it will pass to Igor. Igor will try to... I think he'll try to get free, honestly. Alright, he's going to try an acrobatics to wiggle free. He does not. He will pass to Irenia. I don't think Irenia has any intention of diving in after it. She could shoot down into the water. Be at disadvantage though. Sure. Doesn't seem to hit anything. Passes to Boat. Boat takes on some water. And then going into the next round, Boat would pass to its master. He will try yet again to free himself. Say, oh no. He will pass to Anna, who he doesn't know shoved him into its mouth because she'll save him. Anna, it's you.
Can I see it?
The lake is surprisingly dark, especially in the center, but you do get a sense that it is down below. Like it is swimming down and away from the ship.
She will work to keep the ship from sinking. So I don't think she
Okay.
knows how to fix anything, but she does know how to bail water.
Okay. All right. Who do you? So give me a athletics check. DC 10.
This is an advantage.
Okay. Yep.
And-
So that will get rid of the water that just came in.
Okay, and then she will pass 2. Boat's gone.
Well, this is a new round. You definitely don't want the boat to go because it'll take on water.
Yeah. Pass the fish.
Oh, you're gonna pass to the fish. Okay. All right. So as you pass to the fish, it will use its paragon action to swim away. Its turn comes up. It's just gonna swim away, and that would be the end of the fight. I assume with all of you functioning, you would be able to bail the water long enough to keep the ship afloat. But you got to figure out what to do now.
I was gonna say, out of curiosity,
Oh, yeah, you could take a shot straight down to the water, but it would be a blind shot. It would be, yeah,
All right,
like you'd be shooting literally straight down into the water.
Okay.
But yeah, if you want to do it,
Yeah,
if it's worth a bullet to possibly kill this thing, that'd be fucking dope.
Like I do have sharpshooter, which ignores the range issue, but
Okay.
obviously that wouldn't ignore not seeing it, so that would
Correct.
still be a disadvantage. Yeah, I think just because I'm pissed, I'm just
Alright,
gonna
so
go
this
over
would be
the look over the edge.
disadvantage shot, and it would have full cover from the depth that it's currently at.
Oh,
So this would be a +5. It'd be a +5.
I only
to its AC.
ignore up to 3/4 cover. I think. I don't think I ignore full cover.
I guess you would. Well, no, it wouldn't have full cover because full cover would break line of sight. But yeah, it would have. Yeah, so you just take take a shot at disadvantage. Let's see what happens.
Okay.
All right.
Ah, poop.
Okay.
It was a great idea.
No, yeah, no. And I was actually surprised that the passed the boat and not to you, but yeah. So you take the shot. You fire straight down, but wherever it was not where the shot went off. And then the lake is still again. The rain pounds down, and you guys kind of bail the water as it comes in from the several puncture wounds in the boat from the gar's teeth, and you have to figure out what to do next. So,
Does anyone know how to sail a boat? Wait, it's got oars, right?
yeah, it's got oars.
Oh, we'll just row it.
Okay, so you guys gonna row/bail the rest of the way across the lake. Okay. With its reduced speed, I will roll one more time to see if there's a random encounter. I'll roll it open on the table. If it's a 15 or higher, it will be a random encounter. Here we go. All right. So you guys would row this sinking ship that has 13 out of 60 health across the lake and up onto the shore where the river that comes down from the mountain, the river that kind of leads in the direction you want to go, meets the lake. And you kind of pull it up onto the gravelly beach there. And I guess that would be a good place to stop. We did start a little late, take a break. But yeah, that's a pretty good,
I also have to
good
go
place
as well.
stop. Oh, yeah, so that's a good place to stop. All right. Whew. There you go. So, with that, we'll do quick announcements and then adjourn. Oh, man. So, tonight we got Mythic Odysseys, and I have no idea what they're going to do. I'm sure they do, but I have no idea what they're going to do. So I'm curious to find out. Then tomorrow night we're going to do 4 more hours of Alcazar prep. It's going to be integrating character backstories into the written campaign. So if that is something that is of interest, that is what we'll be doing tomorrow night. The following Monday will be the first session of Alcazar Sunset Group. So pretty excited for that. Tuesday, Abomination Vaults and Cyberpunk Red. Wednesday, we're going to be playing 4 or 5 hours of Baldur's Gate 3 in our 4-player tactician playthrough. Thursday, Curse of Strahd Nightfall continues. Friday, we're gonna do a 1-hour vodcast about Baldur's Gate 3, and like how does it hold up compared to Dungeons and Dragons? Does it do a good job, et cetera, et cetera. The good stuff, the bad stuff, that sort of thing. Saturday, I got absolutely nothing going on. Friday, I believe, is Rime of the Frost Maiden.
Yep.
I
Rhyme
have
on
trouble keeping
Fridays.
track of these guys. I'll let you handle or Skims. I don't know what the schedule is. Saturday, I've got nothing going on. And then Sunday, we'll be back here. So, any other announcements before we adjourn?
Just Rhyme on Friday. That's it.
All right.
All right.
Hope everybody has a good Sunday and a good week. And we'll continue this next time.
Thanks for running, and I'll catch you guys
All right.
later.
Yep.
You.
Night, everybody. Or day. Yeah, nap time.